Alright, howdy guys, and welcome back to the monthly mini review. This one is very exciting because today I get to sound the banger alert. We're looking at Dyad by AWESOMEME360. This level initially passed me by, but in hindsight I'm glad my patrons were able to direct my attention to it because I really fell in love with it as I played it for myself. Dyad is a lighthearted and atmospheric journey from the Earth to the Moon, which you only embark on because your doppelganger makes a bet with you. It's not like you really need a character motive for playing a Geometry Dash level, but I think it's kind of a cute setup. At first it seems like you're being left in the dust because your clone takes off in a UFO immediately, but later it turns out you were only able to win because they got stuck in a traffic jam. This level has a bunch of cute details like that, and it really adds to the charm of this level. When you get ready to leave Earth, for example, you have to time your jump off this staircase. If you don't make it, you plummet into the ocean while the music anticlimactically slows to a stop, punctuating your demise. It's little things like that show a lot of love was put into this level. This level just oozes charm and personality. The details aren't what make this level truly great, though. They're just the cherry on top. Which is fitting for this review because the first thing I always do when presented with a fancy dessert is pop the little fruit garnish into my mouth before I dig into the meat of the dish. The proverbial meat, that is. I don't eat meat desserts. Anyway, tortured analogy aside, I really like the way this level looks. It's not too complex design-wise, but it really doesn't need to be to get the job done. The colors are so pretty, and the visual effects in this level are downright beautiful. I mean, just look at it, man. I love how the level embraces the medium it's made in, too. It's not ashamed of its identity, and it's not trying to hide its origins as a Geometry Dash level, because you can straight up just identify most of the objects this level uses at first glance. In that sense, Dyad feels like a love letter to Geometry Dash, which also coincides with all of the little references to GD history in this level. Jax, PG Clubstep, Generation Retro, Spooky Light, Laser Blitz, and so on. This level openly and earnestly expresses its love for Geometry Dash, and like, same dude, I have nothing but respect for that. I guess it shouldn't come as a surprise that I'd be enamored yet again with a space-themed level, but I don't know what to say, man. This just looks awesome. I love how the curvature of the Earth and the Moon is simulated with these moving objects. I love the use of particles in the space parts, and I love the bouncy, cartoony train in the background that make this level feel like a fever dream. It's just peak. The thing that ties the level together really beautifully is the fact that you start on Earth and journey your way to the Moon, which has its gameplay mirrored vertically. The entire structure of the level is mirrored around the central space section, if you pay close attention, actually. It's such a well thought out level, everything feels deliberate. On top of all that, I also really enjoy the way this level plays. It's quite difficult for me, but there's a satisfying sense of rhythm to this level that's unparalleled, thanks to the consistent small staircase jumps. Repetition is often frowned upon in level design, but I think if applied properly, it can be very effective. Sunset Sandstorm does this really well too, come to think of it. Something I also appreciate about this level is that the gameplay can be ambiguous at times, and oftentimes there are legitimately multiple solutions to move forward. It gives the level a certain open-endedness that feels liberating to explore. Compare my playthrough here with the original and you'll find plenty of divergences. The one part I initially kind of dreaded playing was the part with the rotating stars, but it honestly doesn't feel nearly as finicky as I was expecting, because it looks like this part plays like hell. In practice, it's just kind of hard to read, but when it comes to the actual mechanics, it's not too bad. Then again, I have only played the level in practice mode up until now, so take that perspective with a grain of salt, I suppose. Anyway, those are my thoughts on Dyad, a beautiful little surprise to grace my presence today, and now yours too. Special shoutouts to my grandpa demons on Patreon who are on the screen right now, and thank you all for watching, everybody. See you later.